Hello friends, I am Dr. V.P. Deshpande, Head Department of Physics, Shivaji College, Kannad. Now today we discuss about the Van de Graaff machine, or it is also known as the electrostatic generator. To design of the Van de Graaff generator is based on the principle that if a charged conductor is brought into internal contact with a hollow second conductor, all of its charge transfer to the hollow conductor, no matter how high the potential of the latter may be, except of insulation difficulties. The charge and hence the potential of a hollow conductor could be raised to any desired value by successively adding charges to it by internal contact. The conductor must be supported in some way, and its maximum potential is limited to that at which the rate of leakage of charge from it through its support or through the surrounding air equals the rate at which charge delivered to it. Diagram of Van de Graaff generator operated to accelerate positive ions is shown in figure. The terminal, which consists of a number of sharp pointers projecting from a horizontal rod, is maintained at positive potential of about 5,000 to 20,000 volts relative to the ground. This is terminals. This is another terminal is grounded, negative ions, and here is positive ions, which is only supply to this. This terminal is indicated in the diagram by the spray point. This point is known as spray point. Because of the large electrostatic field in the air near the points, ions are formed and spray of positive ions is repelled from the points. These positive ions attach themselves to the surface of flexible belt made up of paper, silk, rayon, or some other non-conducting material. The belt passes over pulleys. These are the two pulleys. This is first pulley, this is second pulley, and this is a belt, and ions are spread here. Now here is motor which can be rotate this pulley, and ions are likely going in upward direction. The lower pulley being driven by a motor, the belt passes over pulleys, while the upper pulley is an idler. The positive ions are carried upward by the belt towards the metal cell that forms the upper terminal. Another set of points draws off the charge and transfer it to the cell. Negative ions are carried downward by the belt and migrate to the spray point. The charge transfer process is repeated and the potential of cell rises until the rate of loss of charge by leakage equals the rate at which charge is introduced. The leakage can be minimized and the maximum attainable voltage increased by enclosing the apparatus in a gas-tight steel chamber and operating at pressure up to 15 atmosphere. The gas in the chamber may be air, nitrogen, methane, or freon. A gas discharge tube, which is the source of positive ions used as a projectiles, is inside the cell, and the ions are accelerated down the tube on the target located at the low voltage end of the tube. The accelerating tubes are usually made up of the sections of glass or other insulating materials joined end to end by vacuum tight seals and must be long enough to avoid the possibility of a spark or other discharge passing from one end to the other when the potential is applied. In the first Van de Graaff machine, the maximum voltage attained was 1.5 million electron volt. In later machine, this voltage was increased to 5 million electron volt, and the newest machine should reach still higher energies, possibly 20 million electron volt. This machine gives good supplies of charged particles at the voltage which can be held constant within about 0.1%. Proton beam from these machines have been used to study proton-proton scattering, to study nuclear reaction, to make new nuclides, and to produce beams of monoenergetic neutrons. The Van de Graaff generator can also be used to accelerate electrons.